I don't really like this room. Could we go somewhere else? Good. I found somewhere nice when I was looking for Alice earlier. You know this place? Oh, I see. Isn't this nice? This is the only place in the whole facility with anything green. I feel kind of silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. Oh, there's a bench over there. Would you like to sit down with me? Can I tell you something? This is actually a music box. Yes. Because I wanted you to know, I guess. I wanted you to know more about me. Maybe it's because I'm so shy, but I don't really have any friends. Or even any acquaintances, really. So I've sort of always been alone. It was really hard. I felt so lonely a lot of the time, and it hurt. It felt like I was just kind of going to collapse from the inside out. That was when I got this music box. Someone very important gave it to me. They didn't say anything, but I felt like there was an unspoken message behind it. Luna, happiness is closer than you think. Do you know Maeterlinck's The Bluebird? That's right. It's a well-known story, and it teaches a simple lesson. Right, it got me thinking. Maybe the person who gave me this music box was trying to tell me just that. I don't know if that's true. Maybe all of this is just in my head, but I really felt like that was what they'd meant. It was so kind. I kept it with me all the time, like a kind of good luck charm. But one day I realized something. There was another meaning to the Bluebird. In Maeterlinck's original story, it doesn't end with them waking up. Yes, when Tiltil and Mytyl try to feed the bird, it leaves the cage and flies away. And then the story ends. It changes. Now the message is that just when you think you found happiness, you'll lose it again. I thought about that for a while, but in the end, it didn't change how I felt. I don't know what they intended it to mean when they gave it to me, but I decided how I was going to look at it. It means that happiness is something you should always be looking for, and it's only when you're pursuing happiness that you're truly happy. You know, Sigma, I think you might be Tiltil. You know, the boy who the old lady asked to find the Bluebird on Christmas Eve. Can I ask you something? Where did you find Alice? Just answer me. Where did you find Alice? Where were you before that? So you went from the lounge to the crew quarters, where you found Alice, and then you rushed her to the infirmary, right? Okay, tell me this then. How do you know about the garden? Just now you said you'd come here when you were looking for Alice, didn't you? That doesn't make any sense. There wouldn't have been any time for you to visit the garden while you were looking for Alice. So tell me, Sigma, how do you know about this place? Sigma, are you a robot? Have you always been here? See, it would make so much sense if you were. That would explain why you knew about the garden, and it would explain that cut on your left hand. Yes, I've been told that robots these days have what's called artificial biological tissue, or ABT, on top of a metal skeleton. It makes them look almost exactly like a human. And ABT uses this white liquid instead of blood. Scared? Why would I be scared? Oh, I guess so. Well, even if you were, I wouldn't be scared. Maybe because you're a robot. Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? They were a set of rules created by the science fiction author Isaac Asimov that he used in several of his stories. Yes, you're right, but I believe in them. In you, however you're programmed. I don't think you'd break any of the 3 laws. A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. That's not you. You have a heart. You're a good person. It's in your eyes. I guess I'm just kind of assuming you're a robot. There's still a chance you're not. We should run some tests. Yes. Well, the atom should be able to tell us. Is someone there?
Just me. Sorry, but can you guys come over here? I need you to see something. Welcome. I just got here a little while ago.
Did you hear what we were saying?
No. Were you talking about something you didn't want me to know about? Whatever. Just have a look at this.
An antimatter bomb.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
And the one in the crew quarters said 3, right? Then that must mean...
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a 2 bomb out there somewhere?
Can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely. Yeah.
Who planted them?
Was it you guys? I mean, you've been in here quite a while. Well, I was taking a walk. Fine. You got me. I heard you two were off talking in secret, so I got curious and went back to the Floor A warehouse. Of course, you weren't there. That seemed pretty suspicious to me, so I headed here. And just as I'd suspected, there you were. I snuck up from behind so you wouldn't notice me. Then, just as I was getting close enough to hear, I found the bomb. So, believe me now? Honestly, it could have been any one of us. Anybody could have come here while we were all looking for Alice.
We need to tell everyone about this then.
Oh, this is bad. What are we going to do?
Well, I think Alice mentioned something.
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
So if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Oh, whoa, hold on a sec. That's great and all, but we need that password. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Yeah. That's why I want all of you to let me search you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Chances are whoever planted those bombs is in this room. There's also a good chance they've also got the device we need to deactivate the bomb.
So you're planning to search us for it?
Exactly.
But
No buts. If you refuse, then I'll assume it's because you've got it and you planted the bomb. Unless you want that, I suggest you cooperate. Clear? Good. Now who's going to be first? Huh? What? How can you... There's no way.
Come on, what is this?
Well,
Knock it off, Sigma. You're doing this all backwards. Ugh. Nice try, but that's some bullshit totalitarian logic. I don't think so. What are you even basing this on? How do you know I set the bombs? Just spit it out.
The Mirma... What?
I beg your pardon?
no. How do you know that, Sigma?
What the hell are you talking about?
Who the fuck do you think you are? None of that has anything to do with me. I don't know who the Myrmidons are, and I don't know what Free the Soul is, and I certainly don't know anything about some old fart called Brother.
Wait, so... He's left? But that means he's a terrorist!
A terrorist?
Oh dear.
Left?
Well, looks like I won't be able to talk my way out of this. Seriously, though, when did we get so famous? The Myrmidons aren't supposed to be something anybody knows about, let alone YouTube children. Okay, you got... Yes, I'm the leader of the Myrmidon. My real name is Left. I was sent here to stop Zero Senior's AB plan. That's why I planted the bombs. If it looked like the plan might actually succeed, I was supposed to blow this whole place sky high.
What's that?
Oh, well, looks like you don't know everything after all. I should have been more careful. Then again, it's not like it really matters. After all, you're gonna die here.
What?
Whoa there! Better not come any closer. You think I'm not prepared for this? Take one step and it'll be your last.
Then, that thing you're holding.
It's the detonator.
Yeah, I guess it is. Now back the fuck off!
Dio, please, calm down. If you press that button, you'll die too.
So? Believe me, there's plenty more where this came from. Now that we've cleared that up, back off! Come on, move it! Go, go, go! Hey, Grandpa, your hearing gone? I said back off!
No!
I'm not screwing around here.
I can see that. So why don't you do it? Go ahead. Press that button.
Tenmyouchi!
Something wrong? Hurry it up. I'm not getting any younger. Oh, do I sense hesitation? What's the matter, Dio? Scared? Well?
You son of a bitch.
So you were just bluffing.
Not bluffing, goddamn. You hear me? I'll do it.
Oh, I'm sure you will, but there's really something I should tell you. See that detonator you're holding? It's a fake.
What?
Yeah!
What happened?
What? What's happening?
There's a red light on it now.
Oh, you really fucked up, Tenmyouchi. This is what happens when you try to show off.
What?
What are you saying?
Damn, how much do you know? Fine, whatever. Well, he's right. If that thing ever gets more than a meter away from me, it activates. When it does, it starts the timers on all the bombs. So thanks to this old fart, you get to try and defuse a bunch of activated bombs on a countdown. You can go ahead and destroy the detonator if you want. Once the timers have been activated, they'll go off anyway.
How long do we have? When do they explode?
You should know, Sigma. Why don't you tell her?
30 minutes? That's crazy!
How do we stop them?
None of us know them, though.
Okay. I'll give you one, since I'm such a swell. The password for bomb number 2 is EQDDYRNTK.
Bomb number 2?
But we haven't found that one yet.
Oh. Well, my mistake. Must have slipped my mind. Well, there's nothing you could do anyway. You don't have the input device. Really, it'll be much easier if you all just give up. Oh gosh, I wonder.
Where did you put the number 2 bomb?
Shoot, I just can't remember. Anyway, I think it's time for me to be moving on.
Moving on?
To where?
What, I have to explain everything? To the next world, of course. Shit! Let go of me, goddamn! Get off of me! Let me go! Hey, I'm not fucking around, all right? Let go of my goddamn arm!
We don't have a choice, Luna. Go get the Soparil. You think I don't know that? What other choice do we have? Every minute we spend wrestling this prig is a minute we don't have to deal with those bombs. We don't have time for this. What are you doing? Go!
Right. Okay, I've got it. I'm ready when you are.
You can do whatever you want to me, you fucking cowards! You're still gonna die! Go ahead! Tell yourselves you can fix it. Run around like idiots before you get blown to atoms. Serves you fucking right! You're gonna burn!
Oh, for God's sake. Luna, shut him up!
Right. Here goes.
About 20 minutes or so, I think.
And how much time until the white doors open?
So, what do we
We searched Dio, but he doesn't have anything that might be the input to...
And that is?
All right. No point sitting around until those things actually go off. We've still got a chance. Sigma, you come with me. We're going to have to go look at the number 3 bomb, see if the timer really has started or not. All the rest of you, listen up. I want you to take Alice, Quark, and Dio to the Floor B warehouse.
What?
Why there?
Just listen. Worst case scenario. We'll open the white doors and go through them to wherever they go. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Understood. We will take them to the Floor B warehouse. Once we've done so, we will begin to search for the input device in the number 2 bomb.
Good. Thanks. Okay, we don't have much time left. Now get moving. Sigma, you're with me. The light's flashing. I guess the countdown has started. So, what are we going to do? Without a way to enter the passwords, we're screwed. Right. We'll just have to split up and look for it. I'll look around here, you go check somewhere else. If we get to T-minus 5 minutes, then we'll meet back in the Floor B warehouse. Got it? What's with that look? Don't worry. We'll figure it out, I promise. You know what they say. Swimsuits never quit. I'm just, trying to show you that life is still worth living. After all, if you quit now, there goes any possibility of you ever seeing me in a swimsuit. All right. Looks like we're on the same page. They get moving. We don't have time to stand around.
Yes, the others are taking the people who are asleep to the white. I chose to stay here. I thought you might come back. Because the atom is here. I thought you might want to use it. Isn't that why you're here? to have made a mistake. I knew you couldn't use the atom without me. So I stayed behind because I thought I might be able to help. I guess I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Goodbye. Not more than 5 minutes or so. Yes. That's it. You can get up now. Well... It says you're not a robot. You're human. But your body isn't entirely human. You're part machine. Look here. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. They're made out of a titanium alloy. On top of that skeleton is artificial biological tissue. It's also called ABT. Your arms are cybernetic. Cybernetic? It means a mechanical system that interfaces with a bio... You see all these root-like things around the titanium? Those are artificial nerves. They're probably connected to your own nerves, which is how you can move your arm. I imagine they allow you to feel things through your arms too. No, unfortunately you probably do still have to worry about that. The cybernetic arms are made to function just like real arms, which means they interface with the rest of your body, which means that anything injected into them is spread to the rest of your body. I just do. Yes, you're right, but not everything has an answer. There are some things you just can't explain. Don't you know how that feels? How did you know about the garden? How did you know that Dio planted the bombs? I'm sorry, Sigma. I wish we could talk some more, but our time is up. Sigma, there's one last thing. I was given very specific instructions. Please pay attention. This is very important. You must be sure to remember it. Should you encounter a two-headed lion devouring the sun, remember GTF DML. Zero 16. With this key, the first gate shall be open to you. There you go. I hope we can meet again someday. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting.
What?
Sigma's BP.
Negative! Sigma, what's wrong? There's something white on you. The structure of the bones in your arms isn't anything close to human. Your arms are cybernetic.
What?
Sigma, what are you saying?
Looks like you finally gave up. Whatever. I was just about to flip the switch anyway. Hey, don't rush me. Kay, you've got 9 BP now, right?
Yes?
Well, what do you say? Wanna come with?
I will remain here.
Why?
I cannot abandon Sigma. But... I understand.
Great! Glad we got that settled. Shall we go?
No! Stop!
The number 9, it will remain open for 9 seconds.
It's been fun. Peace!
I promise to call for help and return as soon as I please. Do not give up hope.
Huh? Hey! What are you doing, you bastard? The door's gonna close! Let go! Let go, goddammit! Let me go! Hey! What the hell is this shit? Why are you doing this? I kept my promise, didn't I? What? Shit! Stop screwing around, asshole! I have to get out of here. I'm not going to let my sacred mission get fucked up by some self-righteous idiot.
Sigma! Stop! That's enough!
Please, you have to let go!
The door's going to shut on you if you don't let go!
You're an idiot right up until the end, aren't you? Just hurry up and die, you senile old fuck!
The number 9, this ends the nonary. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Sigma!
Sigma!
Finally awake, huh?
I guess they carried you out here after you passed out. Well, I wasn't there to see it. I was out just like you. But I was in the AB room. That bastard Kay, he punched me in the stomach. I can't believe him. He didn't want me voting, so...
Yes.
On the other side of the number 9 door, with Dio.
You told him to go, remember?
Is your arm okay? I heard what happened. Cybernetic arms, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. I was starting to get a feeling something was up with you.
I'm right here.
Yep, thanks to you. You got the medicine from that jerk Dio. Luna gave it to me, and now I'm better. Thanks. You're the best, Mr. Sigma. You saved my life.
It was completely the opposite of what we guessed. We're not infected. The rest of the world is. That means this place isn't a quarantine facility. It's more like a shelter.
Well, we don't know anything for sure yet. I thought the same thing you did, but then Sigma pointed out a couple of discrepancies.
Well, what about this? Maybe someone anticipated the I don't know who. Probably Zero. Anyway, they grabbed us before the pandemic really started. Then they put us in the shelter. But then, after a while, he got bored, so he decided to have us play this game to kill time. Well, we don't actually know if there is poison in this bracelet. You're the only one who's gotten injected so far, and when you did, it was only Soparil. No, that's not what I mean.
That can't be it. I'm sure there's tubocurarine in the bracelet. The Adams analysis confirmed it.
But what if the Atom is lying?
If you're going to do that, then we don't have anything to base any speculations on. You could say that the newspaper article was fake, or that the Latin journal wasn't real.
Or the journal was real, but my translation was a lie. No, my translation was accurate. I'm just making the point that once you start talking about this stuff being fabricated, it doesn't stop. I don't think Zero is doing this just to take the piss out of a line.
What?
I was just trying to stress that I don't think Zero would do this to pass the... However, I do think Clover has half a point. That someone did anticipate this pandemic. That part seems reasonable.
Well, if the virus was spread on purpose, then I could see how that might make sense.
Yeah. It's not like Noah put all the animals on his ark after the flood happened. He went around before the rain started falling to gather them all, right?
Are you saying that we were rescued because we're all that's left of humanity?
We were brought here because someone knew there would be a pandemic that would turn us into an endangered... Does that mean we're supposed to... repopulate the planet?
The game's over. There's no point to any of this now.
No, that's not true. The game might be over, but we've still got a lot of unanswered questions. In fact, we've got even more questions.
So, are those answers going to open the number 9 door again? It's all over. Why we're stuck here doesn't mean shit. The 8 of us aren't leaving, ever. That's all that matters.
You're including the old woman?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? What if the old lady is Zero?
But that would mean the person in charge of all this was murdered by somebody. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe she wasn't murdered.
Huh?
Are you saying she was infected with radical sick and killed herself?
Maybe she was killed somewhere else, and then someone carried her and...
Well, maybe we should go take a look at her one more time. Maybe we missed something. Looks like an ID card for this. Since it's got her picture on it, I'd say it's a safe bet the card is... Nope. You? Well, actually it says pass equals Jumpy Doll. So I'm guessing Jumpy Doll is a password of some sort. Beats me. Yeah.
Alice! What's wrong?
Alice!
Oh no!
What are you planning to do with that?
Damn it!
Goodbye.
What's wrong? What? How did you figure out the login? What the hell do you mean you just knew it? Why are you bringing that up? It doesn't have anything to do with this. What? I don't... Sure, fine. Just let me get right on that. Are you out of your damn mind? Tell me what the hell is going on here. Why do you know how to log into this computer? Fine. You still don't make any sense, but I don't think you're lying. And the AB game deadline isn't getting any further away. All right, let's see what this thing has for us. Where are we supposed to start? Looks like there's tons of stuff in here. Oh, can you tell me the ID that you put in? I can try searching for that. Maybe we'll get a hit. Looks like it. Don't ask me. You seem to know more about all this than I do. Fine, whatever. Just read the file. Maybe it'll make more sense. Let's see here. Yeah. There's something written underneath it. It says, appearance after application of ABT.
It's this special artificial biological tissue, what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes it look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle of it.
I see. Luna was a golem, and DML-01's... I don't know how autonomous she really is, but I find it hard to believe she would have come here of her own free will. Probably. Look. At the bottom of the screen, it shows her current status. Probably. What if it was some kind of Voight-Kampff test? It's from an old book. A test to see how human she was. Whether or not 8 people would be able to figure out she was a robot. That might almost explain the whole game, actually. Making us solve puzzles and play the AB game. All of those things could have been designed to give us a chance to see her true nature. Yeah. Luna is the girl locked in the room, and the 8 of us are the people outside it. Well, like I always say,
All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person.
right now, I didn't know until I saw this stuff. I don't know why I said that. It just felt like it made sense. Yeah. Look, forget about that. See Luna's status? You think robots die? She was only injected with muscle relaxant.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
That might not be the only thing she did. Look, what are the last 3 digits of her product ID? And where have we seen that before? We should go check her body. You remember where it is? Yeah.
And I trust him.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Let's go. The game hasn't stopped. If we don't vote, we're going to get penalized.
Invalid pair detected. Please retry with valid partner.
Right. Luna's bracelet.
Two minutes remain until polling closes.
Yeah, go ahead. Wait! Sigma!
One minute remains.
She's probably planning on participating in the game. Yeah. Betray. I'm sure of it. Why else would she have come here? If she wanted to vote ally, she could have just waited for the deadline to pass. Yeah, why are you asking though? Her BP doesn't matter right now. Have you totally lost it? She doesn't have her bracelet on, and besides, she's a golem. She isn't trying to get out. Whether she has 9 BP or not doesn't mean anything to her. Isn't that obvious? She wants to keep our BP below 9. Say she defaulted to ally. We could choose whatever we wanted, and we'd still get 9 BP. She's here to make sure that doesn't happen.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And I trust...
2, 1. Round results. Thank you for Ambidex Gates.
Hey, Sigma, are you insane? Why the hell did you choose ally? That's odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already. Then, she let the system vote ally for her?
Results from round 3 of the Ambidex game. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Yeah, let's go have a look.
Points have been assigned or subtracted according. Please check your bracelet.
Yeah, that means all those penalties are meaningless. Why did Luna show up then? I mean, we've got our 9 BP now, but... Alright, what do you want to do, Sigma? Do you want to leave? You sure? Well, that's a relief. I was hoping you'd say that. Now let's get moving. We need to find Quark. Luna.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 4 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gate.
All right, let's go. Sigma, there's something I want to ask you. There are 3 doors here. You, Alice, and Luna went through the one on the right. That took you to the Golem Bay, correct? Take a look. See the lock? Yeah. There's only one person who could have opened it. Alright, let's head in. I think they're treatment pods of some sort. One of them is lit up. The glass is all fogged up. I can't really see inside. Yeah. This is it. Ready? What's wrong? You're supposed to say, yeah, sure. What the hell is this? You want to stay here? What if Luna kills you too? Think about it. Alice, Clover, Tenmyoji, the old woman, even Dio and Kay. There's a good chance Luna killed all of them. Why doesn't matter. Remember what we saw on Clover's thigh? And what's that the same number as? Where did we find the old woman's corpse? And if you're right, her brain is in the central computer core. That means she could have easily moved that crane, right? She could have used it anytime she wanted. Exactly. She must have moved the AB. Alice noticed it right away. At the very least, that would mean Luna had a reason to try and kill Alice. She could also have murdered Dio and Kay. Remember their star keys? Luna must have taken them, which puts her in the room with Dio and Kay. You understand, don't you? I admit none of this evidence is conclusive. Look at our options. You, me, Quark, and who do you think is the most likely to be the murderer? Think this through, Sigma. Luna's a golem. That means she's a robot that's part of this facility, designed to do God knows what. If what you said about golems and the central computer is true, she's basically a puppet of Zero Junior's. There isn't really much of an argument to be made here. The only option is to leave her here and get out.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic.
Damn, don't scare me like that. Okay, I'm going to open it. Yeah, I guess so. It's time we got out of here. Let's go.
the number 9 door. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Sigma! What the hell are you thinking? Get back here! No, you don't mean you're going to go find Luna? God damn it, Sigma! Think about what you're doing! Sigma, listen to me! You can't do this!
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
You knew? Isn't this nice? This is the only place in this whole facility with anything green. I kind of feel silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoor. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. I'm not sure what you meant just now, but are you talking about something that happened in another history? I know what you can do. Someone told me about it once. They said that you have the ability to transport your consciousness through time. Sigma, aren't you here to ask me something? Why I killed them, perhaps? Oh? Why do you think I didn't do it? I'd like to know your reasoning. Why do you think so? Is that your proof? That's why you think Dio killed her? Then why are you so sure? What?
Alright, fine. You caught me, I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Wait, when did that happen? Isn't that against the rules? What do you mean?
All of humanity is going to die. Adults, children, everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather die here!
Sigma, I'm glad you don't think I did it, but all of your theories are just, well, theories. Like Alice committing suicide. How can you be sure? Say she was infected with Radical 6. She could have been murdered before her symptoms even began to present themselves. As for Clover and Tenmyoji, I could easily have killed them. You don't have any proof that Clover's message was mirrored like you say, or even that it was supposed to refer to Dio. Even if it did, that's not conclusive evidence of his guilt. The same goes for Kay and Dio. I could have killed them both. Why do you trust me so much? I'm a machine. I'm part of this place. How can you trust a machine? What? Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. Sigma. You were right. I didn't kill them. How should I explain? Well, actually, you got most of it right. Well, first, yes, Dio did sneak into the facility. He used the large cargo elevator and came into the warehouse on floor A through the number 9 door. Since the game hadn't started yet, anyone could go through it. Yes, I guess you could say that. He did get in pretty, but that's because Zero Jr. lured him here. Dio wasn't a surprise. Both Zeros knew that he was going to come. In a way, because his presence was an important part of Zero's project. I can't go into that right now. We'd be here forever. Right now, let's just focus on the murders, okay? Anyway, Dio found his way in. They made sure he didn't know that he was actually being let. To make sure Zero's project failed, his first step was to pretend to be one of the players. As for how he did that, you had it pretty much right. The old woman was the first one out, and he killed her under the graffiti. He put her bracelet on after he wiped the blood off it with the handkerchief. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the 5th and 6th AB rooms, counting from the left in their original placement. Right. After that, he went back into the 5th AB room where Quark was sleeping. Then he just waited for Quark to wake up. Nothing. couldn't help her. All I could do was watch while she was murdered. Everything in this place is controlled by Zero Jr. I couldn't try and prevent Dio from getting in either. Yes, that's right. Zero Jr. moved the room, not me. It took me 10 minutes to get out of my AB room once I was turned back on. I ran over to check on her as soon as I did. Then I carried her back to the room I'd been in. Because I was ordered to.
Luna, listen to me very carefully. As you already know, the final stage of the project begins in 2 hours. This will be the culmination of many years of hard work. We cannot afford failure.
Yes, I understand.
Then let's make sure. What is your mission?
Enter the Nonary game as one of the participants and observe the actions of the other players. Ensure that they do what they are supposed to and guide them down the correct paths.
How many players will there be?
Myself and 7 others, ma'am. Will you be participating as well?
Yes. Our plan dictates that I must. An individual by the name of Dio will be entering this facility presently. He has been led to believe he is doing so undetected. You've been briefed on him already, correct?
Yes. He will murder the first person to leave one of the AB rooms and take their place. If a pair is the first out, he'll probably kill both of them. That's all the information I've been given on him, ma'am.
Is there a problem?
With all due respect, ma'am, I would like to state that I don't feel right about this. We know someone is going to be killed, and we're just going to let it happen? I also have doubts about the use of Radical 6. Are you sure? Infecting all these people with such a horrible disease.
That is none of your concern. Your only concern is to follow your orders.
But...
Luna, I am giving you an order. I am in command, and you do as I say. You are programmed to do as I say. You know this.
Yes.
Good. Now, I have one final order.
Another order, ma'am?
Yes. When you leave the AB room, the person Dio has killed will still be there. I would like you to move them.
Where?
To the room you are about to enter. The 6th AB room.
But why?
Not your concern. As a participant in the game, you must have as little knowledge of it as possible. That is why I have made sure you are unable to access any classified data. There are things you must not know. In order for this project to succeed, we need you to be as close to a clean slate as possible. There are some things you already know, which ideally you would not. Unfortunately, this is unavoidable, so you must refrain from divulging anything you know about the project to the other participants. You must never tell anyone what you know about Dio, or the body, or that you carried it to the 6th AB. You will have to pretend you know nothing more than the rest of the participants.
Is that an order?
Yes. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. After that, I went into the AB room as I'd been told to. As soon as I stepped inside, my body deactivated. But since my brain is in the main computer, I was still awake, so I still saw everything. While I waited, I used the security cameras to see what was going on in the rest of the facility. Yes, it was hard. What I was seeing made no sense. Several of my higher level processes to think that she would be the first person to come out. I think she knew that Dio was going to kill her. When she'd said she had one final order for me, I didn't understand what she meant. Like a fool, I told her I didn't approve, when I had no idea what she was prepared to do. When she died, whatever I have that passes for a heart felt like it snapped in two. did, but she wasn't the only person I took orders from. Yes. Yes. They worked together to develop the project she mentioned, so I suppose technically my orders came from both of them, and they were both controlling Zero Jr. too. I told you before that Zero Jr. moved the 6th AB room. Although that's strictly true, he didn't do it of his own free will. They ordered him to do it. He was following orders just like me. I don't know. I really don't. Maybe they did it so that people wouldn't suspect me. Then maybe they wanted the opposite. Maybe they wanted you to suspect me. You're right. Then maybe they only wanted certain people to be suspicious of me. Yes. Perhaps they wanted Alice to find the handkerchief and the knife. That would explain why they moved the room. Yes, I think so. Well, whatever the reasons were, Alice did notice that the room was moved, which meant that Clover also figured it out. And just like you said, Alice used the knife to take her life. Clover didn't realize that, though. Or perhaps she didn't want to. In any event, she decided that I must have killed Alice to keep her quiet. So she confronted me. It was right after the second round of the using Phi's timetable. That would be 0 hours, 0 minutes. Yes, that wasn't all I was listening to, though. I know everything that happened in the facility after my body collapsed. Yes, I was. I could see and hear everything. Anyway, we're at 0 hours, 0 minutes. I was in the hallway on floor A when Clover found me and took me to room 2 in the crew quarters. We entered at about 0 hours, 1 minute. She was very forceful.
I know you killed Alice. Tell me the truth and I'll let you live. Now fess up! I'm only gonna give you one chance. If you lie or try to play dumb or something, I'll kill you right in front of her!
I told her the truth, of course. I explained that I hadn't killed Alice, that she'd been infected with Radical 6, and it had caused her to kill herself. Clover was never going to believe that, though. We argued about it for nearly 9 minutes. It wasn't just Alice she asked me about. She asked me about the murder of the old woman, and about the AB room being moved. She wasn't very nice about it, but I couldn't answer any of her questions. Yes. Then, at about 0 hours, 10 minutes, she must have run out of patience. She stuck her hand in her pocket and started moving toward me. She backed me up against the wall and pulled her hand out of her pocket. She was holding the injection gun. I tried to take it away from her. I even screamed for help. She refused to let go, of course, while we were fighting over it. You mean because I'm a golem? One of my orders was always to act like I was one of the players, a human. Any human injected with that amount of tubocurarine would die. No, I collapsed because Zero Jr. turned off the power to my body again. He probably felt he had to. Maintaining the illusion that I was human was probably in his orders, so to make it look like I had died, he'd turned the power off. Whatever the case, it was an accident. I don't think Clover ever intended to actually kill me. She only took the injection gun to try and threaten me. When I collapsed, she looked terrified. She checked for my pulse and listened to see if I was breathing. She also shook my body and called out to me several times. If she'd meant to kill me, why do all that? After a few moments, she ran off to the infirmary to get the AE. Yes. Correct. Yes. She ran off toward the infirmary. On the way, she bumped into Dio. Yes. I guess she just saw him, really. They didn't talk. She just ran past. Yes, I imagine he was curious, of course. He probably wondered what she was doing, but he chose not to go after her. He had something else to do. He seemed pretty surprised to find my body. It didn't take him long to get over it, though. He'd gone there for 2 reasons. One was to get Alice's bracelet, which was a blue solo. Yeah, but he couldn't find it. Yes, but there was something else he wanted to do, too. He was there to take the knife. Removing it was gruesome. No, I don't think so. I think he didn't want anyone to see the engraving on the knife's blade. That's why he hid it so well after he killed the old woman. Do you remember what it said? There was a word engraved on the blade. Yes. It's the name of the organization he belongs to. I don't think so. I don't really know. I'm afraid not. Yes. I don't know about that. He's killed 4 people. I'm not really... May I continue? He heard Kay opening the cyan door and ran out. When he left, he was heading toward the infirmary. My guess is that he was going after Clover. He found her with the AED. She was probably planning to just ignore him and head back. Theo didn't let her.
Hey, wait. Just what are you planning to do with that thing? Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna? And why would you want to do that? You were the one who killed her, weren't you? The fuck do you think you're doing?
Dio, what the hell are you doing?
None of your goddamn business. Stay out of this, you senile old shit.
Like hell, you son of a bitch!
What are you going to do?
Let's see. About this. How cute. You two really look great together, you know?
What are you going to do to us?
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna handcuff you to a sink. Actually, I already have.
Are you gonna beat us to death or something?
No. Nothing so tasteful.
What are you going to do then?
How'd you like to make a bet?
A bet?
You've got, 20-some minutes until the primary white doors open. So I'd say you've got 25 minutes until they close. Give or take. If somebody happens to come by here before the doors close, you might live. But if nobody finds you, well...
We'll be penalized.
Exactly. So, I suggest you start screaming for help now. Unfortunately for you, just about all the rooms in this place are behind at least 2 nice thick doors. So unless they're pretty close, nobody's gonna hear you scream. Well, I'm off to the Floor B warehouse, okay? Enjoy your last 25 minutes. Later.
"25 minutes passed and no one came. Of course, by then there were only 3 other people who could have come, apart from Dia. Yes, you were in the... Unfortunately for Cloverant and Miyoji, their time had come. Once the primary white door closed, both of their bracelets injected them with Soparil. Yes, almost immediately they started to feel sleepy. I think that's when Clover realized she was definitely going to die. That was when she decided to leave her message. Just as you said, she wrote on her left thigh with her right hand. Yes. As for what happened in the rec room, well, I guess I don't really need to tell you. Your theory was essentially correct. What you said was what happened. Yes. After they went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the direct. When they were done there, they headed back to floor A to look for everyone else.